Hey guys, we have a party going on back here, but I am doing a painting right on deck, and I got a big volleyball game going on with the captain and the crew against the other people. So you're probably not going to hear me, but I'm just going to go ahead and paint, and if you don't hear me, you hear me. If you don't, just watch along. I'm going to start with the background, the light background. And the sky in the way in the distance is basically white, and we got a lot of clouds out there today. But we're going to make this whole inside here light dark, and the backside light. So like I said, you're probably not going to be able to hear me very much, but we're going to do the background really light. And keep that light and warm back there. So make it really light back there. You're gonna hear a lot of stuff going on, and like I said, I think you can't hear me probably pretty much. So wild party going on up there. I'm just making the light background light.
For the officer, 7, serving 3.
So it's pretty much all this stuff around here is going to be very light and very warm in the background. I'm going to do the foreground really dark, so that this comes forward. My center of interest. Oh. Sorry about that.
Way back. And competitive nature is getting to you, I see that. Well, with that, I told him to wait, he said it anyway. I just replenished them, but I won't. So that's what we do.
So I'm squinting my eye a lot trying to get the background done. I'm going to get the background all the way light, really light. And again, warm colors. Warm colors in the background. I don't think I've ever done a plein air where they had a volleyball game going on. So we're I'm making the building right here light. It's reflecting into the top roof here. We're going to make that a little bit. I'm getting a lot of, I'm thinking about 2 hours to sketch this up. And so it changed a lot, you know, while I was sketching it. And so these people are no longer here. And of course, we're just going to make them silhouette. And that's what it happens. You just look at people there now, and then you'll be able to see. And so we'll do flesh tones, everything like light to dark, same thing. tile here. So I gotta make the background first, gotta do the background light, but I still gotta make the large area lights. Meaning way back there, way in the distance back here.
Are you working or are you just...
I'm just painting.
I love it.
Alright, we are changing signs. Our guests got 11 points. Our officers with 9.
So I'm putting, this is the rooftop, and even though it's the roof, it still reflects from what's going down here. I'll bring it straight up. So we make that dark.
Alright.
Again, you gotta look for big areas of light and dark is what you're looking for. And so basically I'm gonna do the whole outside out there first and kind of get it all warm, kind of warm,
We are 11, serving
and a lot of nice colors out there, so that like when they come into here,
for the
it's gonna be
officers,
light.
10, serving 11.
So what I'm gonna do is a lot of flesh tones right now because there's a lot of flesh out there, meaning reds, pinks, and whites.
Point for the guests. 11, 12, serving 10. No, woman. Guys. Hey, officers. You guys are cheating. Woman. That's a guest call from 2 points ago. Back to them.
That'll be fun putting the vials and stuff right there.
Just catch it. Guys. Guys, it is your ball. It is
So I started this way before they had the game out there, right?
Yes.
There's a game going on right now. Let's make this a little bit lighter. Anything out there I want lighter than I want in here.
Okay, we got guests at 12. Officers are 10. The last serve was not a serve that was supposed to happen. So 12 points with the guests. They are in service.
Sorry I can't talk very much because I can't even hear myself think with all the commotion going on out there. Definitely.
11. Officers serving 12. Officers serve.
When there's this much stuff in the thing, you gotta simplify it basically and make it go for the large areas. Even with the large areas, you still gotta go and basically put in all the lights of the large areas. And I'm doing a light color first.
For the officers, 10, 12, serving 12.
That's the hard part, is just doing all the colors everywhere. Trying to get all the light back here. And it's not going to look like anything until I get a little bit closer down.
Do you know who's this?
One of those guys.
One of those guys.
One of those guys.
Who's this?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Where you got this, like, the first layout, sir? When?
Here, just today. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure that was.
I think
was
that's
still.
it couldn't be him.
No, he had hair. He had a little hair.
That guy. Yeah. Maybe
It was this morning because I screwed it this morning. But they were setting up.
So he couldn't be the one. He has some hair.
14 serving 13.
Whoever set up the bar this morning. So I just had a bunch of the staff come by and trying to figure out who this guy was right here.
14 all. And they need an extra player.
Still putting in a lot of the lights. It's definitely hard painting when people come up to you and stuff. So every once in a while I'll be stopping to talk to people.
Point for the officers, 15-14.
No, not at all.
Are you doing this for yourself or
Yeah, just for myself.
Yes.
I'm an artist.
15
Actually, it's live right now on Facebook, so I got a bunch of followers that just follow me. And so we just
came from the art auction and bought a bunch of pieces.
that's cool. Thanks.
So do you put this up for sale or keep it for yourself?
Maybe later on when I get it all done, see how it turns out, and then I put it online.
So how do I find you on Facebook?
I give you a card.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. That's awesome.
And then in between.
Thank you. That's awesome.
No. Not yet. Not yet.
Giving out cards. So you may want to buy it when it's done.
Yes, Mom, there was no point on that. We served prematurely. Alright, now you may serve.
Go ahead and ask questions because I really can't talk very much. It's a lot going on here at the moment. And so just keep on looking.
16 versus 15. 16 points for the guests. This gentleman apparently is not putting any more chocolates in his room at night for your restorations director. Service to the guests.
There's a game going on right now, a volleyball game going on between the crew and people on the ship.
Officers, 17-16. Officers serve.
Now the floor is kind of brown, so I'm going to make it kind of. This is still kind of in the light, still in the light areas.
Officers, 18.
These chairs are going to be dark on top of that, so I can go right through them. Looks like we have a light blue, and actually this all this around here is going to be the bar and everything's going to be really dark.
17-18.
And I get the some of the what I'll do is get some of the dark reflections of people, because if you look at the ground when it's wet, there's a little bit of the reflections happening here. And there'll be shadows here too, but these are going to be light.
Officers.
So let me go back to the background. It's actually like 80 degrees out today, 80, 90. Sun's in and out.
20 to 17 game points.
Yeah, the boat's traveling to Nassau today, and so we're going to be in Nassau after tomorrow. Looks like I got most of the lights done now, and I'm going to actually start going into the darks in a second. This is going to take me a little longer than normal because there's so much happening, and because there's a lot of things in this painting. So I've got to just kind of go in there and do it slowly, kind of get in there and work it from back to front, basically. You guys see this? Let me just put it over a little bit. Okay. So now I'm going to do the bar and go right through these, right through the dark part is coming up now. So all the towels are gray, so I can make the towel that this lady's wearing gray. Right through here. And again, I'm going from middle tones, which is all my middle tones first, and I'll go into my darks in a little bit. Got to get all the middle tones and the lights in first. And so that means background. I'm getting as much of the background done as possible. So I don't have to go back in there. I just noticed now that I never put these bottles in here. I'm going to draw them in real quick. There's some bottles up here.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause for your ships, officers, and your amazing guests today. This was our awesome as you can see, very competitive. We hope that you enjoyed. Looks to be a nice day. Those clouds seem to be clearing again. Emily, we have Fish, of course, Kevin and Sarah, part of your activities team on board, and our DJ there in the back, spinning the tunes. Coming up, we've got other music here, poolside, whatever you choose. Enjoy the beautiful day.
About an hour.
Are you selling it when you do it?
Possibly. Right now I'm on Facebook. I'm at class, and so I'm on Facebook right now.
You doing class right now?
Yeah.
Dude, wow, making money on Facebook. What's your name on Facebook?
Well, it's basically if I just put it on YouTube.
What's your name on YouTube?
BeckerArt. Fun part now. There you go, stand right there for about an hour.
No, you just go ahead. How long have you been at this one?
It took about an hour or two to sketch. And now I'm just painting it up.
Nice. Gonna put it downstairs in the gallery?
No.
It's custom.
Yes.
Artwork.
Yep.
You got to do these subjects mostly.
Yeah, you just pick the ones and two when they're there and go on from there. You can't do them. Nobody's gonna sit there for an hour.
Well, some of them are all sitting there.
Yeah, yep. So I've got to wait for it to dry a little bit because it's really, really wet. And to get the darks, I need the hard edges. And so we're just going to let it dry a little bit so I can get the hard edges in there. So the darks are going to identify everything afterwards. Oh, thanks. Thank you. It's fun to do. Yeah. So far. Let's see how it looks like when I'm done. Thanks. Gave me the gun, so anyway.
Did I come out to that? I wonder.
Yeah. I have to put a blue shirt on somebody. Like I said, it's going to be a while before this is done. There's so many people coming by. I never expected this many people to come by. And I didn't realize they're going to have a game up there. Thank you. Thank you. There's a lot of workers coming up. I'll probably be able to sell this like 12 times over. Doing the big darks, or the middle tones. I'll make it darker and darker as we go along. I just can't make it really dark right now because it's still pretty wet. A lot of grays in here, so what I'm going to do is take and gray up my purple. It's very bluish gray, so put some blue into your gray. A little too red, a little more blue in there. It also is warm a little bit in here too. I'm building up a lot slower than normal because it's very humid right here. And it's very humid, so it's taking forever to dry. So I'm kind of stalling to put it on the really darks. Because the darks is going to make this whole painting, because then the background will sit back and then the other will come forward. And I have to establish one of my darkest darks right away so I know exactly how dark I want to go with it. I'm going to establish right here my darkest darks and just start getting in there with my dark. And here the wine glasses upside down. So first time I've ever done a plein air when you have 1 million people on the boat. But I have the color right here.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Great.
now all these are going to be like silhouetted. You got to think of it as a silhouette shapes now. You work from back, front, and foreground, making it darker as you go along. And because I couldn't make this dark enough right at the beginning, I'm going to make it dark now and just wait for it to dry because it just takes forever to dry. It's very humid out here. Working from the left to the right, just because this is my darkest center of interest right here. So I'm just going to try to get that pretty close to done. Putting the details in there now, and as it comes forward, I'm going to get a lot more with the blues, and as I go to anything in the back, it's going to have a little bit more yellowish orange in it. And I follow the pencil line as close as possible, but at a certain point, it's just simplifying, and so I get close, and I'm going to let things bleed together. And I'm actually definitely going to be using opaques in this one, just to kind of get the bottles and stuff and get the whites back in there. I got these bottles that have reflections. I'll put them back in. much, but you probably can't hear me go that loud. This is very loud music. Watercolor? Well, I started drawing about an hour, so I've been here since volleyball thing started. No problem, no problem. Now I'm getting more and more of the darks in front, so that the stuff in the background just looks like it's out of focus and simplified. I'm not doing every little thing back there, so you can get some of the things back there slightly. And some of the colors you can get slight back there. Making my browns with the purple and black and a little bit of orange. still can't go right there because it's still wet, so I'm gonna have to wait for that part. I'm just gonna start working over here and start getting, because these people will be in the front, so they're gonna be silhouetted. So I gotta make them look like they're in the silhouette. I can have the front of them look like it's really bright, and then behind them make it look like it's really, really dark. So see, I'm just getting things darker now. Like get a towel on. Definitely didn't think there was going to be this many people out here this afternoon, but I guess they have activities going on, and so you totally forget about that. And we're on, normally when you're in port, you know, it's, everybody's on the ship right now because we're heading to Nassau. So yeah, a little bit louder, a lot more people. You can see the band way back there. There's a band way in the back. I feel like one of those wedding painters who goes out there and paints weddings. I could probably, I could practice for that. I'm just putting everything in shadow. I'm going to put them all in shadow. Because the sun is behind them. I'm going to put a little, because I got to put one of the workers in here. So I'm going to put a couple of those light blue shirts in. So tonight's painting will still, the paint along will be tonight. I'll probably have enough speed to show it. And it won't be this loud. It'll be in my room. So even though it may be a certain color, you still have to put together as like a large area. You don't want to make it so that everything is like separate. Like you put them together, the darks, and that way it feels more like it feels bigger. And again, these are reflections, and what I'll do later on is I'll put shadows in there too, because there's shadows and reflections. Because if the ground is wet. Blue shirts in there. Sorry, I'm not talking very much on this one. I figure I would just let you watch and see how I do it, because I really can't talk over this. It's so loud. I can't even hear myself think. darks make everything look good. The darks bring all the details into place. And you notice I don't change things, even though it's different from when I start drawing it. I do not change that. You can't sit there and change it in the midway through. You got to stick with what you started with. I know that people were going to sit there because I started when there was hardly anybody here, and people just started filing in. So I'm not going to change it to make it look like that. I'm just going to keep it at what it is. Yeah, when you're working plein air, you usually go with what you started drawing with. And the first thing you see, you can't follow the people and you can't follow the light. You gotta go with what you have. Putting shadows in there now from not there right now because the sun's not out, but I remember how they were. So I'm putting shadows in there from what was. The sun's out and then now and then, so. Of too, so that they would pop out a little bit, and I'll shade it later on too. Bring those back in a little bit. You can about get half there. actually now is darker or lighter, or actually darker than this, so I'm going to have to change it up a little bit. And now what I'm also going to do is use white and get in there with some white and just highlight things to make things look like they're shiny and bright, which you normally don't do in watercolor. You try to put masking fluid down, but I'm just going to use white. But I want to give that look. Of sparkle. I want to have sparkle in my work. Especially all this glass over here. There's a lot of sparkle in this glass. Same thing here, there's a lot of sparkle. There's a lot of sparkle when there's sun out. When the sun's out, you're going to get a lot of sparkle. Things that have just little hits of sunlight on them. And you notice how the background is very, very light, and so and the foreground is really, really dark. Now it seems like this side has to be a little bit darker. I think I'm getting pretty close to where I think it's going down. Almost there, almost there.
Bring them on camera and bring them on camera. Look so good, and you are the first. Yeah, always.
When you're doing a person, always make his shoulders light. Always make the shoulders and the top of the head light. That's a very simple way of showing a person that they're lit up usually from the top. So just light up their shoulders and back. And the sides, if they're rimlet, you can also do the sides. Alright, I think we're almost done here, guys. Make a little bit darker over here now, of the dark blue, and then, because I don't want your eye kind of going in this area right here, so make it a little bit darker.
That looks really good, man. Thanks. Just saying.
So I'm trying to simplify some of the darks just so that there's not so much.
I've come to see you the second time.
Thank you. Yeah, I want those things to be kind of out of focus, and so I'm not going to give them too much attention by just letting it kind of sit out there. Never identify your shapes in the corners. Just let them be. And like the countertop here, it reflects like water. It's a shiny countertop, so you're going to reflect things above it, just like water. The same exact thing. Even it doesn't matter how far back it is, you can reflect it into the top of the thing. chair right here, I want to keep it, again, kind of out of focus. I don't want to have you look in that corner. And so I think, guys, we're done. Oh, I want to give this lady, since this area is the center of interest, I wanted to give her a ponytail. And you know what color hair I'm going to make it. So we're going to go in here and get a little ponytail. And this lady's face is kind of gone. Their leg back. And then this is dark. Okay, guys, I think we're done. Let me just do one more thing on this guy's shirt, and we're going to be done. And then I will see you tonight at 7:30 here this time, but 6:30 if that's the time for my paint along. My paint along is still happening tonight, and we're doing the palm trees, so this kind of fit in with the scene. And so let me just put this little in here, and we're going to be done, guys. A little shadow there. All right, I think we call it quits. Let me just show you it straight on, and then let me take the tape off. Take the tape off. You can see without the tape. It's always nice to have a little bit of show what it looks like without the tape. That way you get the corners, you see the sharp edges. That's usually why I just take my paper down. Otherwise you can just go right to the outer edge. So let me just take this out. So there's the background that you see, and here's the image. All right, guys, thanks a lot. Sorry I didn't say much, but I really actually couldn't. So we'll see you hopefully at 7:30. See you then. Bye.